Okay, so welcome to our session again. So we have been discussing our programming concepts, programming concepts. So from today onwards, we are going to start with our Tableau data visualization concepts. So we are going to see that. So if you open your Tableau software, last class we have seen this, how to install the Tableau. So it is saying your product is going to end in 11 days. That means we are working with our trial version. So we are working with trial version. So trial version is going to expire in 14 days. So this is called as, what we have installed is called as Tableau Desktop. This is one product. You have Tableau Public. So Tableau Public, it is freely available for us. It is free of cost. It is free of cost, and then you can use it for practice. But what is the disadvantage in Tableau Public is not all the features are available. In Tableau Public first. But you can still use it for practice. Then, if you're a student, what is the advantage you have is there is something called as Tableau student version is there. There is something called as Tableau student version. So if you install this Tableau student version, they are going to ask you for your name, your ID card, and then they are going to get your phone number details, and when is the expiry of your student ID card. So all this information, if you provide, then Tableau is going to take a couple of hours. It is going to verify the information what you have provided, and then it is going to give you Tableau license. It is going to give you for 1 year. So that is the advantage. If you are a student, you can get your license copy for Tableau for 1 year. That is the advantage. So you can either use your Tableau desktop for 14 days, or you can use your Tableau public, or you can also use your Tableau student version. Any of the products you can use. Now, if you go here, if you see, there are different data sources available for us. can connect to Excel files, text files, JSON files, Access files, PDFs, spatial files, statistical files, all these things I can connect. So all these are my data sources. Not only this, I can connect to various databases. All these are different options that we have. I can connect to MySQL, Microsoft SQL. I can connect to Spark SQL, Snowflake. So like this, multiple database options I have. Google Cloud, Amazon Redshift. So I can connect to these kind of databases. So that option is also there. And then you have some data sets are also there available for us. So if we click on that, sample superstore. So now you see, I'm connected to this data set. It is automatically opening that data set first. This is my data set. I'm connected. So it is very straightforward for us, very simple for us. We don't have to do much of the things. So instead of doing this, what we are going to do is, let us go back, click on data source. Okay, I'm going to remove these things. Click on come back, and you can always say we can remove these things. Okay. So let us go back here. Go back here. Then go to the start page. So we are here. So this is the start page. So if you want to go back to the start page, you can click on this. Previously, there used to be one logo. Here you used to have Tableau logo for navigation. But now they have made it home. So you can click on home and you can come here. What I'm going to do is, I'll show you some basic things what we have in our Tableau desktop. So first I'll show you our notes. So you have our notes clearly written like this. So basic charts have clearly written down all these instructions for us. So I'll be sharing these notes with you. You can use these notes comfortably, and then you can create your visualizations depending upon your choice, depending upon your requirement. You can do all these things. So all these notes I'm going to share with you. So first thing we have to do is always click on Microsoft Excel. We'll try to connect to one file, downloads, and then go to Tableau notes, and then I have sample superstore. Let me connect it. I'm connected. So this is my data source. We are connected. It is seeing there is a sample connection for us. Sample connection is there. Okay. So you have in your Excel file, you have these three worksheets you have. So you have orders table, you have returns and users table. So in your Excel file, you have three worksheets. Orders worksheet is there, returns worksheet is there, and users worksheet is there. So now what you can do, you can drag and drop anything, whatever you want to view. So you can drag and drop anything here. So these are all my data sets. I have row ID, order priority, discount, ship mode, customer segment, all these things there. Okay, region, everything is there. Profit, sales, order ID, all this information. Now, once we have dragged and dropped this, okay. So you see, we have some information here. So what are the different fields in your orders table? You can understand. 24 fields are there, 24 columns are there, and 9,426 rows are there. And you have all these different fields for us. Discount, customer segment, product category, subcategory, product name, region, state, city, all these things here. Okay, all this information. Now, if you go to sheet 1 here, neatly organized everything first. So in Tableau, everything will be organized like this systematically. So now if you see anything in blue color in Tableau, it is called as discrete data first. Anything in blue color, it is called as discrete data. Anything in green color, it is called as continuous data. So discrete data means data which can be counted. Continuous data means data which can be measured first. So that is what we have to understand. Now neatly you are connected to this data source. So we don't have to worry about the other data source. I can simply close this. So now we are connected to data source. So anything in blue color is called as discrete data first. Anything in green color is called as continuous data first. And now this is called as a data panel. So neatly, our data has been organized like this. Now, just like your data panel, you have analytics panel. Calculations you want to do, you can do this. We are going to see in some time how to do our calculations and all. And then neatly you have file. You have these options, file options, data options, worksheet options, any designing dashboards, stories, analysis, maps, format, server. So window, help, all these options we have one by one. We have. Now, if you see, these symbols are there, globe symbols are there. Okay, these globe symbols are nothing but they are geographic fields for us. Remember, whenever you have this globe icon, they are geographic fields. And then whenever you see customer name is having ABC, that means they are text data. They are strings first. Then whenever you see this calendar, that is mean they are date first. Then whenever you are seeing this hash symbol here, that means they are numbers. They are numbers. But if you see them in blue color, they are discrete data in numbers, what you are having. Whenever you see the same thing in green color, that means these are measures. This is measurable data, discount, product margin, profits, quantity ordered, sales, like this. And we have something called as parameters, what we are going to discuss later. Parameters, then you have filters, you have sets. So all these different functions we have that you can use for creating our beautiful visualizations. So this is what we have. And then if you see, you have these shelves here. This is called as pages shelf, pages. It is used for animation. Animation charts you can create. We are going to see that in our coming sessions. You have filters. So you can apply any filters on your data and you can decide whatever data you want to analyze. Then you have mark shelf. So marks, if you want to add any colors to your visualization, you can add colors from here. If you want to change the size of your charts, you can change from here. Add some text to your visualization, you can do it from here. Detail shelf, what level of detail you want, you can get from this detailing tooltip. If you want to see any extra information on the chart, you can use tooltip. So all these things practically we are going to see one by one. And then what you have is, there is something called the show me panel first. You have a show me panel. And what is the show me panel going to give us? It is going to tell us about 24 different types of charts. So we have 24 different types of charts for us. So we are going to see all these charts one by one. What are the measures required? What are the dimensions required? We are going to discuss. What are the measures required? What are the dimensions required? All these things we can try and understand. For every chart. So you have show me panel here. You can click on this, it is going to go away. Show me panel is gone, click on that. Again, show me panel is going to come. And then you have also rows and columns you have here. Rows and columns. So anything you want to align on y-axis, if you see, these are rows. Anything you want to align on x-axis, these are columns first. So simply you can drag and drop anything, put it here. It is going to create a default visualization first. You can create default visualization. So all these things you can do. So Tableau place where beautiful visualizations, beautiful dashboards and all, you can create one by one. So now observe what we are going to do. If I put my profits onto my row shelf, simply drag and drop. So you see, by default, it is going to create a small bar chart first. And it is going to explain you what is the total profit in your data. By default, the aggregation here is data aggregation by default is profits. So it is going to tell you what is the sum of profit. So what have we done? I'll show you again. We have simply dragged our profits onto your row shelf. And this information you are getting. Now, you can also, if you want to remove this from your visualization, simply drag and drop like this. It is going to go off. Another option is double click on this. So when you double click also, it is going to give you what is the total profit. And you can understand also what is the total profit. You are able to get that value 1312,442. That is the profit. If you want to put some text, what you can do? there is one option called as text here on top. Or you can click on label. Anything is fine for us. If you click on text here, you see automatically it is able to give you this text. Okay, this is the total profit that you have. You can try out from here. So you see it has all these options here. Show mark labels, alignment. Okay, you can change the alignment for us. So you see, I'm changing the alignment. These things are changing. So there you can do it from show mark labels, or you can do it from here. Okay. So this is a small thing what we have done. Profits. If you want, rename this sheet. Right click and you can say rename. Okay. Basics. So you see here, it has changed the to basics. And now if you go here, you can click on color. You can select whatever color you want. I have selected orange color. So what is happening? I can go here and I can select whatever color. Press Ctrl Z, or you can click on this option. You are going to go back to this color. So what have we done just now? We have added some text labels here. So click on this, text is gone. I can do it from here, label, show mark labels. So it is able to show our mark labels here. So that is, so color, you can go to color and you can give any color that you want, green. And it is going to change your bar to a green color visualization. Now size, you can go here. You can adjust the size like this. Or you can decrease the size like this. Up to your choice, you can adjust the size in this manner. Then labels, we have just now seen show mark labels. I can go and I can change my alignment. I can change. And I can change my font. I can use a different font if I feel like Times New Roman. So you see, these numbers are going to change to Times New Roman. So you can just change. So bold, we have tab bold. I can change this. I can increase the size. Okay, all these things I can do. So in this manner, show mark labels, you can make some changes based on your requirement. Now tooltip. So what is tooltip? If I want to see along with my profits, if I also want to see my sales, when I hover my mouse, when I change my mouse, if I also want to see that, then I can simply put my sales on tooltip. Drag and drop it. Simply what you are going to do, drag and drop it onto your tooltip. Then now you see, when you hover your mouse, you are able to get your profits information as well as sales information first. So that is how you can add something on your tooltip. So now if I don't want this, I can remove it, drag and drop it. It is going to disappear. Then in detail shelf, if you want to see what you are going to do, put your region. Okay, you see region, put it onto your detail shelf. So what is happening? Now we are able to get our profits with respect to every region. If you hover your mouse, this is profit for my central region. This is profit for my east region. This is profit for my south region. This is profit for my west region. So my central region is doing well in terms of my profits. Central region is doing well in terms of my profits. So this is what I can understand. You see now, region has been put on your detail shelf. It is giving us a region level of detail on your visualization. So region level of detail, it is able to give on your visualization. So this is what we have to understand here. The meaning of your detail shelf. Now I can simply remove it. I can drag and remove it. So now again I go back to my total profits that I have. Now observe what is going to happen. If I put my region onto color shelf. So now we are adding some color. So I can clearly get an understanding about what is the central region profit. Blue. This is my east region profit. This is my south region profit. And this is my west region profit. So clearly understand. So this is called as color panel. So without difficulties, I am able to now simply plot my region level of profits. I can get an understanding what is the profit for every region. So like this, you have to explore. You have to explore the different options that we have. So now if you see, there is something called as view here. You have different viewing options. So now I can click on standard here. Okay, this is my standard view. Then I can click on fit with. This is my fit with view. And then I can have something like entire view. So this is my entire view. I can have fit height view. So all these different views are there. You can explore viewing options like this. Now, apart from viewing options, what I can do is I can go to file here and you see I have some options like export as PowerPoint, into PDF. So all these options are there. So I can export to my Word document. I can export to my Excel file. All these things I can do. So let us see one option. if I want to copy this, okay, there's an option called as copy image, and then select the default option, click on copy here. And now if there is any Word document open for you, so what you can do is you can simply click on that Word document and you can paste it. So what is happening here? We are in a position to copy the image and we are able to save it in our Word document. So in preparing any reports, any project related documents and all, so you can simply create your visualization in Tableau. Then you can drop them here. So it is very comfortable for us. Creating visualizations there and saving your images like this. So this is one option what we have. And then you can also say copy data. So if I say copy data, and if you have any Excel file here open, so we have an Excel file. Okay. Now I can just put my cursor here. I can press Control V. So now data has been copied first. Central region, what is the profit? East region, what is the profit? South region, what is the profit? West region, what is the profit? So like this, we are in a position to simply transfer our data either to Word document or to Excel. We are conveniently able to transfer. Now if you go here, again you can select the option copy, cross tab, come to Excel. So this is your data. Cross tabulation first. So depending upon your choice, what is that you want, how you want, you can do all these things. Now, I can also come here and I can say export as a PowerPoint. So I'm saying include this view and I'm export. So where I want it in my desktop. Book 1 is the default name I'm giving, I'm saving. So now if you minimize all these things, where is that PowerPoint it has created for us? Book 1. So this is a PowerPoint book, what it has created. Double click now. Just wait for some time. So what is happening? So you see it has created on PowerPoint for us, book 1. The date has been given 25/07/2022. And then 1934, this is the time when it has been. So in this manner you can. So now we are here. So how do you save the file? So what you can do? You can go to File and then you can say Save As. Click on this option. In Tableau, you have to remember that the file can be saved in two ways. In two ways for us. One is .twbx format. You can save the file. What is the advantage if you save the file in .twbx format along with your workbooks? This is called as a workbook for you. Along with your workbooks, all the data sets, whatever I'm using, they are all available for you. So along the workbooks, all data sets, if I want to share one file with you, I can share that file with you. And all the data sets, whatever I've used, you can access all that information from here. That is called as .twbx format. Another format is .twb format. So if you save your work in .tw format, then you are only able to access your workbooks. You will not be in a position to access all the data sets what I have used. So you will not be getting any access to these assets, but only information related to Tableau workbooks will be available for us. So two ways. The preferred format of saving your file is .twbx format. So this is the preferred format for us. So now what you can do, I'm going to select .twbx format. You can give any name that you want and you can save it, book one or whatever name you want, you can save it. So then now the file has been saved with this name book one. So whatever work we are doing, it will be saved in book one. Now we have seen one option, print to PDF. This option is there. Now if I want to print this thing to PDF, I can click on PDF, active sheet, A4 size, portrait, and then I can say view PDF file after printing. Click on OK. And then I want to save it. Now slowly, it has created for me this PDF file. Book one PDF. I'm able to save my work in the form of PDF files. I'm able to save my work links in the form of PDF. Like this, you can explore. It is a very straightforward tool, and you can simply work your way with whatever you want to do, saving your image in the Word document, transferring your data from here to Excel, and then printing as PDF, exporting as PowerPoint, saving your files as .twbx. So all these things you can do from here. Fine. So all these functionalities available only in Tableau desktop and Tableau student version. They will not be available for you in Tableau public. You will not be able to save the files or share your work with others. You will simply publish on Tableau account that we are going to see in our coming sessions. there is only one option of sharing our work. We have to publish our Tableau workbooks on our account, on our profile. That is how you can share your work. And now, whenever you are connected to a data source, you can understand with this blue tick. That means you are connected to our data source. And this is the name of the data source that we are connected to. So this is our connection. And then if you click on this option here, you can view our data. So if you click on this option here, view data, you can view our data like this. Very conveniently, you can view. And also you can download your data from here. You can do that. So this is the option of viewing our data. So it is very user-friendly tool what we are working with. So you can save your work from Control S, you can press from here. And then if you want to add any new worksheets, so you can either click here, new worksheet, then you see there is a new worksheet. New worksheet which has been added for us. Now, if you want to delete this worksheet, you can simply click on this and you can say delete. This worksheet is gone. Now you don't have any worksheets. Or you can click from here, new worksheet, new data source, click on that. So this will open new data source first. I don't want this. So this is for new data source, this is for new worksheet. So you can add how many ever worksheets you want like this. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 like this. So it depends upon your requirement. Okay, you can move your worksheets like this. Also you can move. And I'm going to delete all of them now because we don't need all these things. So now all the worksheets are gone. And then this is how you can add your new worksheet. So either you can click on this option here, or you can click on this option, worksheet. So in this manner, we have simply created this option here. You can give a copy. Then I can click on this option. It is going to delete this image. So now this copy is gone. And you can delete this also. So now we are just left with one visualization, which is called as basics first. So we are only left with one visualization. So if you want to create a copy, you can create a copy. You can delete any visualizations what you have created, delete any charts from here. And then you have presentation mode. If you want to see how your visualization is going to look in presentation mode, you can click on that. So this is how my basics visualization is going to look in presentation. And then if I want to come out, I can click on this and I can simply come out of my presentation mode. So now I'm out of my presentation. Now I'm out of my presentation mode. So this is how you can try and explore. We are going to discuss all these options, but for now, we have seen some of them, how they work. Then now, and these are my different types of charts. If you see, if you hover your mouse on top of the chart, it will tell you it is a text table. This is a heat map for us. This is your highlight tables. These are your maps. These are your pie charts, your horizontal bar charts, stacked bar charts, side-by-side bar charts, tree maps. These are your circle views. We have lines, continuous, discrete. All these options we are going to see. Area charts, dual combination charts, scatter plots, histograms, box plots, Gantt charts, bullet charts, stacked bars, or packed bubble charts. All these charts are there. Apart from these charts, we can also create custom charts. Our own custom charts you can create. So we are going to see some of those. How to create our custom charts, we are going to discuss in our coming sessions. So like this, different types of charts and custom charts you can create. Now, if I want to add some notes or anything, I can go to my worksheet and I can say show caption. I can share this. So it is going to add some caption for us. Sum of profit, color is indicating details about region. So region wise profits, you are able to understand. So region wise profit, you are able to understand here. Then you can go to worksheet, you can say show summary. So it is going to show you summary here. What is the count? What is the sum of profit? What is the average, minimum profit, maximum profit, median profit, all this information. These are your notes, what you can add to your visualization. Then I can go to my worksheet. I can say show cards. All these things I can do. Cards are nothing but all these are already available for us. So we don't have to do too much of efforts here. Everything is there. So like this, we can add our notes. And now you see there is an option called as swapping here. So if I click on this option, so you see it has swapped. Previously it was a vertical bar chart, but now it has become a horizontal bar chart. So I can swap it. So I can change these things based on your requirement. Yeah. So this is how I can experiment with my visualization, what we have created. So far it is looking fine for us. Yeah. So now if you go here, if you go to data source, if you click on this option, now I can change this name from here. If I want order sample superstore, if I want to remove all these things, I can change in this panel. So now you see it is going to show us only sample superstore that we have. And then there are two connections for us here. One is live connection and one is extract connection. So live is whenever you want to establish a live connection with your database. So if you feel you should always work with the live connection, then this is the preferred option, connecting live. But you have another option called as extract. So if you feel there are any network disruptions, some problems, you are not able to connect directly with the underlying database, then what you can do, you can create an extract. You can create a snapshot of your database and you can connect to that database without any problems, without having to worry about network disconnections. So you can simply create an extract. Extract is just a snapshot of your data. And then you can directly connect to that snapshot and you can work out. You can create all your visualizations by connecting to extract first. So that is what you can do. If you don't want to connect live here, you can click on extract. It is going to throw up some options for us. So extract will include all the data. Fine. I want extract to include all my data. I'm not selecting any data here. I can click on OK. I want all the data. So now I can go back to my basics visualization. So you see, now the symbol has changed. Previously, it was a single barrel for us. Now, if you see, it is a double barrel for us. So double barrel is indicating we are connected to extract. So we are working on our extract. So that is how, with the help of symbols, you are supposed to understand. Connect to our extract. So this is what we have to understand. We are connected to our extract. So far get used to this interface. We'll be working with this interface for coming few days. Your data panel. These are called as dimensions for us. In old versions, they used to have dimensions here. These are called as measures. So we have just taken one example called as profits, and we are trying to understand our basic visualizations. So formatting options are there for us. So I can say format. I can click on format here, and then it depends what I want to format. If I want to format my go here.
Your voice breaking.
What is it I want? Header to my text. So we were discussing about formatting. So sheet, rows, columns, and is there any fields? I want to format the sum of profit. Okay. And then I can go to pane. This is my pane. In pane, I can go to numbers. Okay. I want my currency. You see currency, it is giving me rupees. If I want dollars, I can say dollars here. Okay. So English, United States. So I have dollars. And then if I say custom, we are able to get something. Make it automatic. Fine. And then totals. I can change my decimal points also. So now let me show you something. I can go to numbers. I can go to currency standard. I don't want rupees. I want English. I want United States. Now, if I don't want to see these decimal points, I can go to numbers. I can say number custom. So now my decimal points are gone. Okay, so that is how you have to play around with your formatting options. We are going to see much more options, however, but I just wanted to show you how you can work out. So display units, we are saying none. Well, that is fine for us. In custom formatting, numbers, that is fine. currency custom. I have to go here. So now prefix. I don't want, I want dollar. So now you see, I have changed my these things to dollars. So I have dollars here. So that is how you can work out, you can mix and match here. So we have done, go to fields, go to sum of profits, and then we have gone into pane option. And then we have said numbers, and we have set currency custom. Here we have changed our decimal values, and prefix I have just changed it to dollars. So this is what we have done here. Take a break for 10 minutes now. And then we are going to come back after the break. And we'll continue our. So take a break for 10 minutes. Okay, so let us continue our discussion. We have been working out some concepts in Tableau. So now let us use our notes and then let us try to create some small charts, text tables. So here clearly I've given you all the instructions and all, so it is very straightforward for us. So you can plot your profit against subcategory, put your subcategory in your row shelf and profit into your column shelf. So put your subcategory into your row shelf and then put your profits into your column shelf. So now by default, you're going to get this type of chart, but we don't want this. We want to create a text table first. So now how can you do this? You can click on show me panel and you can select the first option, which is called as text table. So this is our text table. So what is that we have done? I'll show you again. Remove all these things. Put your subcategory onto your rows. Put your profits onto your columns. And then by default, you are going to get this bar chart. Now go to your show me panel and select text table here, the first option. And now what you are going to do, along with profits, I can simply put sales. So now if you understand here, for every subcategory, appliances, binders, bookcases, chairs, for all these things, we are in a position to find out what is the profit, what is the sales. Not only that, if you add more measures, you can find out what is the discount. I can put my discount like this for every subcategory. And then I can also add quantity. So like this, you can add what you want. So we can add shipping cost. So you have your shipping cost for your subcategories. So in this manner. So this is a very simple text table, what we have created. It is a very simple text table. Now, yeah. So this is a very simple text table. So what I can do, I can rename this as my text underscore table. I can give it some name in this manner. Now slightly how we can make this better, visualization. So I can click on new worksheet. I can do the same thing, put my subcategories here. And then I can put my profits onto my columns. I can click on my show me panel. I can click on text table. And then I can put my sales onto my canvas. So this area is called as canvas first. Canvas. So now I can put my discount. I can put my shipping cost. So all these things we have already done so far. Now what is the new thing I'm going to do is observe. Drag your measure values onto your color shelf. So what is that you're going to do? There is something called as measured values here. So drag your measured values onto color shelf. So you're getting this. Change this from automatic to square. So I have this. Now, right click on measured values and create different legends. So let us try this. before we get there, so I have right click on my measured values. I have set different legends. So there is something what we are slightly missing here. Let me figure that out. Yeah. So now it is good to go. What we have done is, I have simply put my measured values on my label shelf, and I've put my measured values on my color shelf. So these are two things that we have. And then I've right clicked on my measured values and I've said separate legends. So these are now different legends for us. So discount, if I want to change the color, I can simply go here and I can say edit colors. And then I can change this. So I have my discount here in green, and profit, I'm going to leave it as it is. Sales, edit colors. So these are my sales, and then shipping cost also, I'm going to leave it as it is. So what is that we are able to understand? Our tables is making losses, negative profits. Our bookcases is also making losses, negative profits. And then if you see, your binders is making good amount of profits here, and also telephones and communication. So these are the areas which are making very high profits for us. We have telephones and communications and also binders. And then tables and bookcases are making losses for us. So similarly, you can study sales for each of your subcategories. You can study discount also. So greater the discount, the darker is the shade, lesser the discount, the lighter is the shade. So what we have done here, we have simply created one text table here. I can rename this. I can call it as text table modified. I'm calling this as text table modified. So what is that we have done? Observe. Again, I'm going to show. Put your subcategory on your rows. Then put your profits onto your columns. Change this to text table. This is what we have. Then put your sales onto your canvas. Put your discount onto your canvas, and then put your shipping cost. So far, so good. Now what you are going to do? Simply put your measured values onto color shelf, and then change this from automatic to square. And then you are going to right click on measured values and say separate legends. And then you can change whatever you want. You can change colors based on your requirement. Sales, red. I can change my view to entire. So this is a very straightforward text table chart, what you can create with the help of our notes. And then highlight table you have. There is something called as highlight table. So highlight table, you can use only one measure. That is either profit or sales or shipping cost or discount. There is only one measure that you can use. So let us try to create this highlight table. So I'm going to remove this. So put your subcategories on your rows, then put your profits onto your columns. Go to show me panel and select highlight table. Where is this highlight table? It is this one, highlight table. Click on this. So now you see there is this highlight table which has automatically been created for. So this is highlighting only profits. So if you want to highlight either profits or sales or shipping cost or discount, whatever it is, you can take the help of your highlight table. Now I'm going to add one more dimension to this order date. Change this to entire view. So now you can understand office machines. If you see, it has been consistent profits for us. Telephones and communications, if you see, it has been constantly in profits for us for all these years. And then if you see, tables had made losses in all the years. So tables is not performing well. You can understand. Similarly, copiers and fax, if you see, they have remained in profit for us. So in this manner, you can study what is happening to different subcategories for us over time. So pens, arts and supplies, they have remained in losses for 3 years. And then suddenly there is a change. Something happened in 2013. Suddenly they have become profitable for us. So in this manner, you can understand the patterns. So this is called as a highlight table first. So if you want to work with only one measure, then you can use your highlight table. If you want to work with multiple measures, just like what we have seen previously, you can use your text table. So highlight table is only going to give you one measure, analysis on one measure. So rename this as highlight table for us and save your work. You can click on this option, save. It is going to get saved for us. So you have a couple of interesting points what you can study from our notes. Highlight table versus text table. Highlight table, you can use only one measure. Text table, you can use more than one measure. So text table, we can use more than one measure. Whenever we want to make use of one measure, please use highlight table. If there are more than one measures, then use text table first. Now bar charts. Bar charts are used for quick categorical comparison. Quick comparative analysis you can do. It is the most popular graph for us. Okay, then let us try this bar graph, bar plot. So create a new worksheet and then put your subcategories onto your columns, put your profit onto your rows. So now you see, this is your bar chart. By default, this is vertical bar chart, what you have created. Now, if you want to add some text, what is that you can do? Simply, you can click on this option label, show mark labels. Now it has added all your data points. has clearly added all our data points. And now you can change the color, like always. You can change the color depending on your choice. You can adjust the bar size. Okay, you can do all these things, and then you can rename this as your bar chart. And I can change this alignment. Okay, I'm going to say rotate label. So now it is more convenient for appliances, binders, bookcases, chairs, all these things you can see. And now if you click on this and then say mark label, always show. So if I want to constantly display one data point on my visualization, then I can go to mark label and I can click on always show option. So I can click on this always show option. Now, even if I remove my text labels, this label will always be present. So this label is always present for us because we have said always show. Now, if I don't want this, I can click on this and I can say mark label, and then I can say never show. So even if I add my text labels, it is not going to show me this data point because we have said never show here. So that is how you can experiment with your data points. You can do that. So bar chart is straightforward for us. We can create in this manner. Now I can simply swap it. If I swap it, click on this. So now automatically from your horizontal bar chart, you are able to convert it to a horizontal bar chart for us. From a horizontal, you can again go back to your vertical bar chart. Simply click on this. So rows are going to become columns, columns become rows. Click on that. This is your bar chart. So now it is that time of the day. Sheet is going to be circulated for us. So please try to fill in your attendance sheet like always. And then you can always come back and you can attend our sessions. So do that. Attendance sheet. Please try to circulate to all our students. So let us just wait for 1 minute. So attendance sheet has been circulated. So now we are good to go. So please try to fill in your details like always. And then we can continue our discussion. Now, Let us go back. And bar charts we have seen for quick comparative analysis, you can always do this. So comparative analysis, you can understand that phone and communications are giving you the highest profits. Tables are giving you the highest losses. So this is the information what we are able to understand. So you can compare your categories and you can get an understanding about which subcategory is doing well, which subcategory is not doing well using a bar chart. Now, there are different variants of your bar chart. You can create a stacked bar chart, for instance. Okay. So put your profits versus order date. Let's try this out. Create a new worksheet. I have my profits on my row shelf. I have my order date onto my column shelf. So I don't want a line chart here. So go to automatic, change this to bar chart. So you have a bar chart, nice bar chart you have, 10, 11, 12, 13 years. And now if I drop my category, where is my category? I have my here category. And now if you see, I've dropped my category onto my color shelf. So I can clearly understand what is profit for every category. So what are all the categories that I have? I have furniture, I have office supplies, I have technology. These are the three categories. And now if I want to add some data points, I can simply go here, I can click on label. So that is what you are going to do. Click on label here, and you can clearly understand that technology has been growing. And then office supplies has been increasing, decreasing, increasing like this. And now furniture also has been decreasing, then increasing, then again decreasing. So you can study the performance of your various categories. Now, if you go to presentation mode, now previously this value was visible for us. This value was not visible for us. But now when I go to my presentation mode, I can see that value. So again, if you come out of your presentation mode, so what is happening? We are again not able to view. What is this? What is this value? So what is the reason this is happening? It is happening because of font size. You have to change the font size. So how do I change my font size? I can say format. And then I can say I want to change for my sum of profits. Click on this option, sum of profits. And then go to pane. And then you have to go to font. So here my font size is 9. If I change it to 6, so you see the small number is appearing for us. So that is how you have to go and you have to make changes to your font sizes. So now all the values are easily appearing. So now you can come out of this, you can click on into button here. You can come out of this. And now I'm able to see all my values. Now you can go to your presentation mode. Click on this option. You can see all your values. So if you want to come out of your presentation mode, you can press shortcut function F7. So this is a shortcut to come out of your presentation mode first. So I'm coming out F7. And I can call this visualization as a stacked bar chart. stacked bar chart and save your work. So far we have done a good job. We have created one ordinary text table. We have created one text table modified for us with different colors for different legends. We have created your highlight tables. We have created your bar charts. Okay, and then we have created your stack bar charts. All these interesting visualizations we have created so far. So it is very easy. By now you would have learned how to create all these visualizations, very straightforward examples. And this tool is very simple for us. Now, stack bar chart, you have seen side by side bar chart also. You can create. So let us try this. Create a new worksheet. Put your profits onto your row shelf. And then put your order date onto your column shelf. So change this to a bar chart for us. You want a bar chart. And then I'm going to put my category. So now what is happening? If you see, along with the information for our years, along with the information for your years, you're also able to get information of how your different categories have performed with respect to every year. So add some text. You see, in 2010, my office supplies was doing very well. In 2011, technology has taken over. Again, in 2012, technology has taken over. And in 2013, again, technology has taken over. So you can understand the performance of each and every category year-wise. So that is the information what you are getting. Now change this to entire view. So year-wise you have. And now, if you put your product category onto color shelf. So now you are able to add some color onto your visualization. So you can clearly understand furniture, office supplies, and technology. So with respect to different colors. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change these positions. I'm going to put my product category before my year. So what has happened now? You can understand how each category has performed with respect to years. So office furniture, if you see, down, increased, down. So the performance is changing. It is very volatile, furniture category for us. Furniture is very volatile. Office supplies, it has increased 2011, then fallen in 2012. Then again it has increased in 2013. Technology, if you see, constant increase. Constant increase over 4 years. So this is what we have to understand. How with respect to different years, your categories have performed. That is a good analysis, what we are doing. So this is a side-by-side bar chart for us. So you can rename this as side-by-side bar chart. So you can save your work like this. So side by side, different variants of bar chart. We are in simple bar chart for a stacked bar chart, side by side bar chart, all these things we are able to create. Now, let us try out some line charts. Okay, in line charts, we have two variants: discrete line chart, continuous line chart. So rename this line chart for us, and then put your profits onto your row shelf, put your order date. So by default, you have to understand in your Tableau, by default, Tableau is going to create a discrete line chart. So how do you know it is a discrete line chart? Because this year, if it is in blue color, this year, if it is in blue color, you have to understand it is by default, it is creating our discrete line chart. Now, what do you mean by discrete line chart? You have to understand. For that, we have to use our drill down options. If you see by default, there is a drill down option here. There is a plus sign. So if you click on this, it is going to give you a drill down option. Year, after year, month, after month, day, sorry, week. After it is day. So like this, it is going to create one hierarchy for us. So this hierarchy is by default created for date in Tableau. So now what is the information you have? Quarter-wise information you have. So quarter-wise profits. Now if you further click quarter, now what is the information you have? Month-wise information you have. So not only quarter-wise information, but month-wise. So that is how your hierarchy is working. We can create our own hierarchies. That later we are going to how to create our own hierarchies. But for now, this is the result what you have to understand. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my month. I don't want month. I want only quarter. So what is the meaning of this quarter data that you're having here? So this quarter information is related to quarter 1 of 2010 plus quarter 2 of 2011 plus quarter 3 of 2012 plus quarter 4 of 2013. This information you are having. This information. So similarly, sorry, this information you have to change. Quarter 1 of 2010 plus quarter 1 of 2011 plus quarter 1 of 2012 plus quarter 1 of 2012. Total summation of all the quarters across 4 years. That information you are getting. What about this? Q2 of 2010 plus Q2 of 2011 plus Q2 of 2012 plus Q2 of 2013. This information you have. So this is called as discrete line chart because the date value is in blue color for us. Now, how do you convert this discrete line chart into continuous line chart? How to convert? Right click and then select. This first box is related to discrete line chart for us. This first box. Second box is related to continuous line chart. Click on quarter. So now you see the data what you are having is for continuous line chart. How do I know it is a continuous line chart? Because this quarter date is in green color. Whenever if your date is in blue color, then it is discrete line chart first. Whenever your date is in green color, then it is continuous line chart. How many observations you have? You have total 16 observations. Why you have 16 observations? Because 4 quarters every year. How many years you have? 4 years. So 4 into 4 is 16 observations you have on your visualization. So this is how you are supposed to create a discrete line charts and continuous line charts first. That is the idea. So by default, it is going to create a discrete line chart. But how do you convert? Click on this and then select what. If you want month, you can select month. So this is month wise. How many months you have in every year? 12 months. So 12 into 4, 48 observations you have. So these are your 48 observations. So this is what you have to understand. You have 48 observations. So this is a continuous line chart. So this is how you are supposed to create your line charts. Continuous and discrete line chart first. That is the logic. So how did we do this? Put your profits onto your row shelf. Put your order date onto your column shelf. By default, it is going to create your discrete line chart. So convert this into a continuous line chart. This is a continuous line chart now. So drill down. This is your quarter-wise line chart. This is your month-wise. This is your week-wise. Your continuous line charts. So that is how you have to experiment with our tool. So daily practice is must when you are working on these kind of tools. Every day you have to open the tool and you have to practice. So all our instructions are there in our notes. Discrete line chart, continuous line chart. Discrete is always blue in color. Continuous is green in color. By default, it is going to create a discrete line chart. All these things. Discrete line chart will give us a consolidated view. Continuous line chart will give you a more detailed view. So discrete line chart is going to give you a consolidated view. Continuous line chart is going to give you a more detailed view for us. So this is what we have to understand. It is going to give you more detailed view. Your continuous line chart. Now, let us dual axis. Let us create dual axis chart. So first name this dual axis. Then observe what I'm going to do. Put your profits onto your row shelf. Then put your category onto your column shelf. And then put your sales next to your profits. So now we have these two measures. We have sales and we have profits. And now what you're going to do is, I'm going to say right click and I'm going to say dual axis. Right click on sales and you are going to say dual axis. So now we have this dual axis, but it is not that what I want. So what I'm going to do here, go to all shelf, change this to bars. Okay. And then if you see, we have to slightly modify our profit axis and sales axis. So I'm going to say right click, synchronize axis. So now I have synchronized my axis, but I'm still not able to see my profits. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my profit shelf. And then I'm going to make it as a circle. So why is it not showing us? We have to go back and fix it. It's all about fixing. It is nothing beyond that. Whenever you're working on any technology. So now what is that I've done is, I've changed my sales to a line chart like this. Okay. And then I have changed my profits to a circle chart like this. Now what was happening, because sales were higher values, we are not able to see our profits. So that is the reason why I've changed my sales to a line chart. Now go back and change your profits to bars. So now it is much more easier for us to understand what is happening. Furniture, what is a profit? Office supplies, what is a profit? Technology, what is a profit? You can get this information. And then you can also understand what is the sales. So we are able to visualize our profits and sales on the same visualization. That is what we have. On the same visualization, we are able to do this. Now let us try to repeat this, what we have done. So create a new worksheet and then put your profits over here, put your sales over here, and then put your category. Or let us try to put our order date. We'll try out another example. So we have this now. Right click and click on dual axis. So now you see I have profits and sales on both my axes. Now I'm going to say right click here. I'm going to say synchronize my axis. I have synchronized my axis. So this is profits. This is sales. So I can call this as my dual axis line chart. I can call this as my dual axis line chart first. So I can add my text in this manner. So now I'm able to understand what is the profit, what is the sales every year. Profit, sales, profit, sales. I'm able to understand. So that is the idea. So profits are increasing, sales are also increasing. So this is how you can create your dual axis line charts. So we can work out like this, many more examples. I can call this as dual axis line chart first. That is how you are supposed to visualize all these things. Now I can convert this into a continuous line chart. I can say here, convert it, and I can drill down. So this is my quarter-wise information that I have. Quarter-wise sales, quarter-wise profits. This is my month-wise sales, month-wise profits. So in this manner, I can create my visualizations, my charts using Tableau. So let us break for the day here. And then let us continue our discussion, like always, from tomorrow. And we'll discuss some more visualizations, some more concepts in Tableau. Till then, take care. Thanks for your time and bye.